I'm just sitting here staring off into the ether, not paying any attention. And check it out, guys. Check it out. Look at it. Look at this. If I lower my chair, don't I look like a Muppet? Don't I look like a Muppet? I look like a fucking Muppet, dude. This is like, or a child playing at his dad's desk. The fuck is this, man? The fuck is this? How you guys doing? Welcome into a weird episode of the Hat and Beard Show. It's Thursday. Guys, there's 7 days before the NFL draft. It, of course, is obviously then April 16th in the Big 2-6, 41626. You know what I'm saying? We are rocking and rolling. Yeah, the shims that I made, well, I need a 6-inch shim. You know what I'm saying? I needed a 6-inch shim. Didn't quite measure it right. So we got to make some adjustments. Still trying to figure out the desk situation going on here. But we're rocking and rolling, guys. In lieu of that, not a lot of stories today. Not a lot going on. We're just chilling. We're just chilling today, guys. We're just gonna two quick articles, hanging out with Mad Hatter Nation, both on YouTube and on Rumble, and then we're just gonna ease into a mock draft. All right, that's what we're doing. I think we got a nice little easy, little 3-hour tour. You know what I'm saying? A little 3-hour tour scheduled. I'm the skipper. We got Gilligan. We're good to go. Okay, but what I need you to do before we set sail, you know what I'm saying? I need one of you to decide who's going to be the professor, right? And when you do that, I need you to push out and make sure that everybody's liking. Wow, I timed that perfectly. Liking, commenting, and subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Do all the things and the stuff and the things. Can we get some camera focus here? Can we get some focus? There we go. Subscribe to the channel. Do all the things, things and stuff. Man, we are already wildly off the rails, right out of the rip, guys. Things, stuff. Gonna go ahead and get into the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Man, oh man. All right, let's regroup and focus here, fellas. All right, I don't know what you're trying to do to me, getting me off the rails. What do you think, though? Do you guys like the different adjustments to the screen here? You can see the laptop. I look more like an actual YouTuber guy doing YouTuber guy things. You know what I'm saying? YouTuber guy explains to you football. NFL begins onboarding replacement officials as referee. Labor deal nears expiration. According to reports, the current labor deal expires on May 31st, and it may be a terrible decision. Oh, the NFL has reportedly begun onboarding replacement officials in case they're unionized referees. Well, in case they hold out and aren't available because they say, we want the more money, we want the more money. Look, we only work a few weeks out of the year. Golly, it's not enough. We need you to treat us the same way you treat the athletes. We are just, in case you haven't noticed there, NFL, we the stripes, we're actually more important than the players on the field, than how deeming the outcome of the game. I don't even notice NFL. But the fans come to see the refs. I don't know if you noticed. There's fewer of us than there are players. They're clearly here to see us. Listen how quiet they get when I talk into my little lapel microphone. They're here to see us. We are the most important people here. We want the more money. More money. The Athletic reported, The Athletic, you mean Diana Rossini reported, teams were issued a memo by league officials Wednesday to inform them that potential replacements had undergone or were undergoing background checks. Okay. Very important. I need to make sure that, because clearly the background checks are very important to maintaining what is paramount in the NFL's forefront of their mind, and that is maintaining the integrity of the game. Clearly, there's lots of money being handled by officials, lots of, security clearance that's required for these guys who work part-time and want to make $250,000 a year. The outlet reported that the officials have worked at the NCAA level in all divisions, and physical examinations will follow. Just gotta, real quickly, that is incredibly vague, at all divisions. So, explain the numbers, by the numbers, get into the numbers. I want to see the maths, right? Because including all levels, that means that where was it? There it goes. At NCAA levels at all divisions, that means that you could have one guy in the whole group who has been one of the alternate refs on the sidelines for a Division one ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have one guy and the rest of them are all a bunch of, no knock on it, but D3 cats. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. Now they're about to get paid though. They're about to get paid, man. The NFL Referees Association is, and not for nothing. Look, yo, I really do, both for the consumer's sake, but also just to stick it to these dickhead refs that we got in the NFL right now. Dude, I hope these guys come out here and just like crush it, dude. Bro. What if they turn into like Judge Dredd refs, bro? The NFL Referees Association is aiming for a new labor deal, and teams were told expert replacement officials at practices if a deal is not reached by June 1st, or expect, I have a 6th grade reading level, so do 54% of Americans over the age of 35. The current deal between the NFLRA and league expires on May 31st, and the league and the NFLRA have been negotiating a new collective bargaining agreement since the summer of 2024. Why do you call it the NFLRA here, but you won't call it a CBA? Huh? Just got, well, collective bargaining agreement sounds a lot fancier than CBA. Quote, throughout the process, we will continue to solicit your feedback on the performance of the potential replacement officials as we finalize the game official roster for training camp and preseason games. Perry Fowle, the league's senior vice president of officiating, wrote in the memo, what is a Are you the senior vice president of junior vice presidents and senior leadership under middle management pedigree? Like, what the fuck are these titles, dude? The Department of Redundancy Department. The negotiations haven't progressed the way that we'd hoped for. From a timing standpoint, NFL Commissioner Roger Buttsmell Goodell said at the conclusion of the league's annual meeting, quote, we obviously have obligations to fans and everyone in the National Football League to play. We'll be prepared to play. We're taking the appropriate steps to be ready, but we're also keenly focused on negotiations. No, dude, no, you're not. You're hoping for exactly what I just said. Roger Goodell is hoping for exactly what I just said. Okay, Roger Goodell wants the replacement refs who he can pay way less, and by all metrics, an actually fair wage considering what they really do. Part-time, keep them out. Look, Roger Goodell should be in the same boat I'm in right now. You hope that these replacement officials come out here and Judge Dredd it and just absolutely crush it, dude. Just crush it. Stick it in the eye of these over-bloated union fat cat fucktards at the NFLRA, dude. The refs now, dude, they are hot garbage, dude. They are hot garbage. They are buttholes, dude. They are terrible at their job. And honestly, I think that if you're really, really bad at your job, you shouldn't have your job. We have this terrible, terrible, terrible culture in the American society, in the zeitgeist, where we allow people to fail upwards, right? We promote to their level of incompetence, and I don't like that. I don't like that very much at all. I think we should stick it in the eye of these bad refs. I think that maybe we should, look, free market, flex the free market, allow an alternative. Let's explore it. Now, the market data that we have 15 years ago proved that it was a colossal failure, and we should be grateful for the refs that we have, right? Well, a lot can change in a short amount of time. no NFLRA, no contract. These replacement officials could have something that the NFL and the NFL Players Association agree to terms on for a temporary or experimental trial run of implementing AI into the officiating, and then you just watch these overbloated bullshit bad refs that we've had just go by the wayside, and the clankers. Bring on the clankers. Dude, you realize that they already have. So check this out, guys. Fun fact. The gig industry, the gig job market is so oversaturated that people can't even get jobs in major metropolitan cities as Uber and Lyft drivers anymore, right? Because the market is so oversaturated. So now Uber and Lyft have started hiring people to do basic human tasks around the house. Cleaning, laundry, putting away dishes, vacuuming. What sounds like basic, functionality, but they do it with a camera strapped on their head to train the AI. Yes, that's what they're doing. They're inputting data to train the AI to do such tasks. And that's what the NFL should start to do with these replacement officials. Record everything, get every set of data point that you can possibly can. Fuck it, dude. At this point, being a shareholder in Palantir, I'm like, fuck it, dude. Pair with Palantir, man. I want a dictatorial, by the rules only, Judge Dredd clanker overlords NFL, dude. That's what I want, bro. Fuck this bullshit. The replacement officials were used to start the 2012 season, and arguably the most infamous result was the Fail Mary in Seattle when the Seahawks won on a controversial simultaneous possession ruling on a late game end zone play. Last year, the NFL signaled its intent to strengthen officiating through greater accountability and performance standards, saying, quote, it remained focused on implementing changes to the agreement in ways that will improve the performance of our game officials, increase accountability, and ensure that the highest performing officials are officiating at our highest profile games. Yeah, no, that's bullshit, because, guys, do you remember? Oh, fuck, I can't remember the name of it. Can you guys remember the name of the Pool Report? That's what it is, the Pool Report. Shout out, what's up, Reffy? How you doing, Reffy, over on Rumble? I want to see them get paid more than the current refs. That would be hilarious. Dude, that would be hilarious. Dude, that'd be absolutely hilarious. Social media is going to criticize the replacements more than the current ones. They are in bed with each other. They are, dude, and that's why you guys are here seeking alternative media, because we're going to give it to you straight, dude. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'll tell you if the refs are good or bad or what we should do. So I'm telling you right now, fuck the current refs. I'm willing to give these replacement refs a chance, but if they blow it and botch it, then you know what? Bring on the old, dude. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we might as well at least dance with the devil once, see what's going on with it. I'm just kidding. Calm your horses, cool your jets. We are, though, I would like to see, though, if we are, wanting to see increased accountability and insurance from highest performing officials and are officiating our highest profile games, I want to see a major change in the Pool Report. Okay, the situation of or the series of events that have to occur for officials to be even as transparent as mud about the calls they made throughout the game is so extensive, and it's so based on the home team and their accessibility for beat reporters, which doesn't lend itself to, for example, the touchdown against L.A. Here in Detroit, or at L.A. for Detroit, that was clearly short of the end zone. What was it? Not Higbee. Parkinson? Was it Colby Parkinson? Why was no Pool Report engaged? Where was the transparency? Well, lots of things. One, obviously, mainstream media, even down to the beat reporters for the free presses online, typically are bought and paid for, and they're going to be told what to and what not to ask and question, because journalism has no integrity anymore. Also, when you're traveling from the East Coast to the West Coast, that is going to take a toll on itself. On top of that, the home team's media outlet source has to be made itself available for road team reporters to initiate a Pool Report. It's this ridiculous series of events. We went over it last year during the Rams game. It's absolutely ridiculous what has to transpire for that to happen. I don't agree with it, and that is one of the major changes I like to see. Look at this butthole. Doesn't he just... Dude, I'm sorry, man, but Roger Goodell looks like he stinks, dude. He looks like he stinks. He just looks like a smelly old man, dude. He's such a butthole, dude. Roger Goodell's just a butthole. You know what I'm saying? How we doing, chat? What's up, American Boxer? Good to see you, man. What's up, dude? All shit's going to be finalized on the NFL. Dead period. Perfect timing to tell the whole story. Hell yeah, dude. We want better product, and they don't deserve more money. Exactly, Mom. What's up, Jack? How you doing, man? Will you change your intro video to show new draft picks on all our team members during the reload portion? Yeah, that, you know what, dude, Jack? Actually, I hadn't thought about that so much. What really did it for me was it's when damn it, I did it again. It was when Montgomery and Gibbs run out together. I was like, I gotta get rid of that. Let me ask you this though: should I keep the Jocko line and just change the graphics and stuff? Do you like the Jocko, the whole, like motivational speech? Do you think I should keep that and just change the imagery around a little bit? If you check me out on Rumble, I do have a little looped intro that runs while we're in the pre-portion of the show. Refs of the future, they're going to have to clarify some rules, or it'll be a flag fest at every game. Or players will just have to be held to a higher standard. AI refs, yeah, American boxers, that's what I'm saying, dude. Part-time jobs typically pay minimum wage. If anything, the refs need a pay cut. They're not even good at their part-time one-day-a-week job. Worse than Washington. Bro, Rick, exactly, dude. They work less than Washington, D.C. and want more money. And I consistently draw this correlation between politicians being theater kids who weren't pretty enough to get into Hollywood and aren't funny enough to get into stand-up comedy. Referees are athletes who weren't skilled enough to advance even to a collegiate level and were too fat to get out of high school. That's who refs are, dude. They're all these just has-been wannabe losers who get just a modicum of power given to them, and then they just absolutely abuse it. And it's poor schmucks like you and me, the average Joe fucking... I love and hate the term Joe Six-Pack, but it's so accurate to just describe the average American, dude. Joe Six-Pack, Joe 40 hours a week, Joe 2 cars and a mortgage wanting to go on vacation to a hypothetical cottage. You know what I'm saying? We are forgotten. We don't care. They don't give a fuck about us, dude. It's a big old club, and you ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Snake? How you doing, man? I'm in for ARFs if they if they just poop out culture, if they pop culture styled robots on the field to make calls. Bender telling Mahomes to bite his shiny metal ass would be fantastic, bro. Yeah, shut up, you whiny little crybaby. Bite my shiny metal ass. That'd be awesome, bro. Or if we could get like personalities, speech patterns implemented on the robots. So like some of the refs are like extra Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, shut the fuck up, you fairy. It's a bad situation that the only way Goodell can be fired is... I know, dude. Tampa. And he's not going to get fired. Damn, I look like a Muppet right now. He's not going to get fired because like he just... What they say, 30 billion by... Or it's either 30 billion by 2028 or 27 billion by 2030 or something like that. He's making them way too much money, dude. Way too much money. I love the intro. It fits my baby giant so well. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate it. What's up, Brandy? Good to see you this morning, sister. I see you over on Rumble. Bender would be the most crooked ref make that episode. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, he would. Hell yeah, he would. Dude, Tampa, you guys know you don't have to redact messages, bro. You guys don't have to, unless it's like really egregious. I don't think I've ever censored anybody. You don't have to. If it's for a typo, don't worry about it, dude. I can't read, man. I'm fucking idiot, dude. I'm an idiot. I got a 6th grade reading level. Remember the game without commentators? You mean like when I watch it on mute most Sunday? Jack, refs, politicians, teachers, fast food workers, bro, everything needs to be performance-based, dude. I'm sorry, but like the degradation of standards that we have allowed in society is exactly why we're at this fucking place where we're at now, bro. What's up, broski? How you doing, man? Good to see you, bro. Hey, Brent Supreme. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. You guys having a good start to this morning? Why is every other show crying about officials? Yeah, refs are not. Lions fans will still cry about officiating. This is wild. Well, broski, I mean, I know you're kind of trolling, but like you do know that the Lions have been fucked many, many times by officials. Many, many times by officials. Why would they fire Goodell from Ocean Park? Roger Goodell is the best commissioner in sports history. Yeah, dude, that's exactly that. Like, why bite the hand that feeds, man? They don't give a fuck, bro. They're lining their pockets, dude. They're getting paid, which, you know, not for nothing, man, but it's kind of... All right. to the degree of why would they fire Roger Goodell when everybody's getting paid? It's kind of the same business approach Trump's taking to the whole Iran deal right now, right? If you look at it, guys, I'm not telling you what to do right now, but yesterday ExxonMobil was down a little bit, bro. It was like trading at like 145 a share. I bought some ExxonMobil stock. Guys, if you look at it, businessman Big Donnie's going to Russia, the Saudis, and ExxonMobil, aka the United States, and going, hey, let's just all make a shitload of money. Y'all just want to make a shitload of money. And they went, yeah, we like making money. It's kind of like the owners group, dude. Roger Goodell can be the bad guy to us and everybody else, but the owners, he's going, hey, you guys like money? And they're like, yeah, I like money. I like catching money. Yeah, I like money. You know what I'm saying? Dak Shepard, I like money. So how'd they fire him? Pre-trick. Thanks, guys. I do appreciate it. Got to mute Colin's work every week. Oh, you mean Patrick Mahomes? Oh, I tell you, I've never seen a quarterback just absolutely play football like Patrick Mahomes. Oh, he's the greatest thing ever, Patrick Mahomes. You guys know how I feel about Collinsworth, dude. NBC needs to get rid of Collinsworth and bring in Greg Olson. Let's go, boys. The refs suck across the league. It's not just Lions. Officiating has been awful. 100%, Derek. I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. Officiate, and that's why, like, whenever this, especially this last year, I feel like this last year there was a lot of really bad calls across the league, and I still will say this, and I was saying it at the time, and I think everybody that's actually how I think we get a lot of you guys from other fandoms is when I call it officiating for bad games, not including the Lions. Why are we accepting it? It's like, hey, non-Lions fans, when it happens to you, do you fucking get it now? Do you understand why it sucks? It's like we've been getting absolutely destroyed in the bum for decades. It happens to other teams once every couple of years, and it's like the end of the world to them, and we're like, yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? That's what we've been trying to fucking tell you. Why are you accepting this? Why are we accepting this piss poor standard? Push back. Do not accept it. Get vocal. We have every means of communication to amplify your voice, to get it out there and speak to the free market and say, we do not like this. We do not like this. I'm not saying that the NFL is listening, but now is the time for them to explore alternatives. Digital alternatives. Get with it, guys. I'm telling you, I don't want to sound, like an asshole to some of you, and it might be a hard truth. Okay? But people who push back on AI, and y'all know me, I'm the one who sits here and tells you, okay, it is not going to be Skynet right off the rip. Okay? AI is ultimately robots, and robots are, to a point, pretty fucking stupid. Okay? But people who are not getting with AI, who are pushing back on the data centers, who are saying, no, I need humans to make the piss poor bad calls in split seconds, not at least exploring or leaning into assistant through a faster processing mode of computers, is like being that individual standing there looking at an automobile going, no, I don't think that's going to take off. I don't see a future in that. I'm going to ride my mule back home. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's ridiculous, December 19th, NBC broadcast announces NFL game between the Jets and Miami Dolphins boost low ratings for a non-playoff game. No shit. Silent Bowl relied. Oh, yeah. So if it happened in 1980, I do not remember that game because I was not born yet. Yeah, Brady. You like money too? No shit. Skynet's the name of China's AI? Good. Fun fact, China can't survive without oil. They got about without Iran pumping them back up with oil, dude, they got about 4 fucking months, and they can't do shit. They can't move on Taiwan. They can't produce shit. China produces a dick all. They import everything, dude. And the U.S., and everyone's like, oh my God, helium. Well, yeah, we got our own helium. Oh my God, oil. Yeah, well, the Gulf states are just crushing it right now with production. So I say, get Exxon, get Exxon. This is not financial advice. Buy Exxon. an anatonic fluid at that time. Yeah, dude. China's about to suck a big orange pee-pee. Brent. So Brent, dude, thanks a lot. What's up, American? Oh, I was a high school senior. Gotcha. My bad, dude. My bad, bro. Yo, so Brent Supreme, I gotta ask you, man. Do you subscribe to what is it, Game Theory 18? Do you think that we've won? I think we've won Civilization. It's just a waiting game now, bro. I think we won the game of Civilization. So you guys, oh wow, we've been doing great on time. We might have to, considering how out in the weeds we've gotten during the off season, we might have to just condense the stories down so I can get chit chatty with you guys. Gotta respect Collinsworth for knowing he's been told he sucks off Mahomes too much, but he does it anyway. You know, Reffy, you ain't wrong, dude. You ain't wrong. Chris Collinsworth, he just deep throats Mahomes, and people look at him, they go, stop that. Nobody likes it, and he goes, but I like it. And then he just goes right back to it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't care if you don't like it. And he goes, I love it. I can't get enough of little Mahomes. He's like, it tastes so good. I love it so much. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, but nobody likes it. Or if you're gonna do it, don't do it on national television. He goes, and he just looks you right in the face. And Chris Collinsworth goes, but I like it. And it just keeps doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, there's a little bit of respect to a guy who just gives absolutely no fucks. I mean, absolutely no fucks. It's disgusting, but he gives absolutely no fucks, you know? As well as the globe in China is eating a big fat Trump PUB sandwich right now. Hell yeah, they are, dude. Broski, you get it then. Yeah, you get the Game Theory 18. Bro, we've won. It, like, here's the thing, man. We've gone from, like, okay, the New World Order, the globalists, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's over and done, bro. I ain't even lying. I think we live in the Trump world order. The petrodollar was moments from collapse, so Trump pulled out all the Trump cards and said, F it, BS, let's just take back control. Yes! Yes, Brent, yes, exactly, dude, that's exactly it. The petrodollar was about to collapse, so he just said, fuck it, I will make you all use our money. I will force you to buy from us. What else are you going to do? He just looked at him and went, fight me, bitch. Trump just looked at him right in the face and just went, fight me, bitch. You know, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? He just said, fight me, bitch. Well, what? Buy from me. And the thing is like, we're all like, oh my God, the GDP, you know, what is it, like 30 trillion dollars of GDP versus like $39 trillion in annual debt. And pretty soon here, the national debt, the interest on the national debt would have been like, or is supposed to be like, the top line item on our country's like debt to income ratio is just strictly the interest on our debt alone. If you look at the countries that carry that debt, they are mostly Eastern Asian countries and countries that don't produce oil. So, okay, that's fine. They're going to call in that debt. You pay us, and we're going to go, okay, you can have some oil. How's that? Would you like oil? Can I interest you in oil? We have oil. And they said, no, we don't want oil. And we're like, enjoy the dark ages, bitch. Well, we want our credit, or we want our debt. Okay, come and get it. Fight me, bitch. Get in your rowboat, pull up the sails, batten down the hatches, boys. Full steam ahead. Right? No, we win. Energy, baby. Energy. Energy is money. Money is energy. I show you the petrodollar. Energy is money, and the U.S. has all of it, all of the energy. We make all of the energy. We make so much energy. The United States has so much fucking energy, you guys, that we can be on the brink of financial collapse. Okay, start a fucking conflict on the other side of the world, effectively cripple them within the first 3 weeks of engagement, shut down global fucking trade while producing enough of our own energy that we said, hey, we're going to send people to the fucking moon. Also, we're going to send a fucking can to the moon. Now, if you believe that or not, that's up to you. But like, do you realize how much energy we have? All of it, baby. All of it. The next domino to fall, the final piece in the puzzle, you guys. We're strangling out China. I don't care. People, he's friends with Russia. Nope, we're making business deals with Russia, baby, because the final piece is Greenland. Once we have Greenland, it is a Trump world order, baby. America! Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying, boys? You know what I'm saying? American. Thank you, dude. Thank you. He says, best political commentary on the internet. Thank you, man. Chinese restaurants taking orange chicken off the menu to protest Trump would be about all they can do. Ain't that right, Reffy? Reffy over on Rumble. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, man, I appreciate that, though, man. The gold price spike was China backing its currency with gold. Trump said hell no and then fixed the petrodollar overnight. Dude, Brent, I think you and like 6 other cats, me included, are the only ones that were like, that's China. That's China trying to fuck with us, man. Yo, bro, coming again to save the mother. Yeah, dude, exactly, bro. Yeah, he told you. He told you. He told us all. We're on the age of another American golden empire, or we're on the cusp of another American golden age, bro. It's about to. Republic to empire, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. I want my own, the age-old adage of you got to secure your own oxygen mask before you can fix that of others. Yes, but I also want a really comfortable oxygen mask. Does that make sense? Not only do I want to secure my own oxygen mask, I want a really bougie one. Oh, all right, guys. So let's take a little peruse here. What can we look at? This is just so the POD Pride of Detroit. Jeremy Reisman, what up, Jeremy Reisman? Haven't read you in a grip, brother. I've been Mr. A to Z Sports. They might as well just call it H&B Sports, dude. Hat and Beard Sports over there at A to Z. He's got a few breakdowns for us on how the Lions. Some deals, some what to kind of look at, what we could maybe hypothetically expect for some draft capital if we were to trade around. So some minor trade down options here. This would be 1 to 4 spots. This is comparing and contrasting data over the past few years, right? In 2023, the Pats traded from 14 to 17. They got the 17th pick and a 4th round pick. The Steelers moved up to the 14th overall pick. So, and then the Ravens in 2022, a two position slide. These short little jumps, if you look historically, typically you're going to get about a 4th round pick. So if you look at it, you kind of get a 4th round pick in exchange for a 2 to 3 position jump. They go 1 to 4 spots. We'll say 2 to 3 here. Not something that I'm really overly enthused about. I think we have plenty of 4th round picks. You guys know me. I'm really in the idea of getting that beautiful 3rd round pick back. If we look at a medium trade down, a 5 to 8 spot jump here. Last year, the Jags went from exactly where. Look, here you go. This is very comparable to something we have mocked many times here on the show, right? The Jags trade from 17 to 23. Okay, I think we just did this on Monday. They ended up getting swapping 1st round picks, picking up a 5th rounder that year, a 3rd rounder in the future, and a 4th rounder in the future, both in the 2025 pick, right? Not a bad swap there. Again, if we could maybe look to tweak out a future 4th round and 3rd round to bump this 5th rounder up into a 3rd rounder, maybe eliminate these future picks, I would be on board with something like that. The Cowboys went from 24 to 29 with the Detroit Lions. We know what happened there. The Commies traded down from 11 to 16. They picked up a 3rd and 4th round pick. That's not a nice little haul there. Again, 3rd rounder. I like getting back into the 3rd round. The Saints got the 11th overall pick. The Pats getting kind of too many years down the line. Now, here's another option that we were kind of what is called a massive trade down. Okay. I think that the other day, and I can't stop. Reffy, you and Brent Supreme dropped the exact same comment. Air. This draft is good through the 150th picks. I want to keep both 4ths and even the 157th. Yeah, I want to keep both 4ths. I am fascinated with what we talked about the other day, guys. And I realize that this is probably going to sound a little woo-wooey and like Sisterhood of the Traveling Thong and very liberal coded, but I think we need to manifest this, okay? Manifest destiny, go forth, Weston man. Which way will you go? I am in love with the 17 to 33-44. I love it. I can't get over that. I am almost off of the first round now. Obviously, some caveats. You guys know me. Keldrick Folk at 17. I love it. But that's me, right? That's me. All right. I think I'm more fascinated. I really think we get better hauls with 3 second-round picks than we do with a first-round pick. I think we really can crush it. 3 second-round picks, all starters. Because, to Brent Supreme's point, there are really... This is not that impressive of a draft class. There are... And I'm not asking this to get your biased opinion, Brent. I want your input and I want everybody else's input, but honestly, it is very hard to find a honest to God blue chipper in this draft class. There are good players. But I was thinking about it last night and I was digging around on the internet a little bit. There are good players, but man, I think Brent might be onto something, dude. I don't think there are any Adrian Petersons, Calvin Johnsons. You know what I'm saying? There's no one that's I need it, I want it, I gotta have it. What do we find ourselves saying a lot? If this, then that, this route, that route. Every time we mock in the 17, what ends up happening? It almost feels like we're left with just an overwhelming plethora of players, and no matter what decision we go with, it just doesn't feel like the right one. All right. Let's take the financially savvy route. A little bit less contract on the rookie scale. Yeah, you missed that fifth year option. Well, as we're proving with Gibbs and Jack Campbell, that doesn't really even seem to be something that we need, right? Once you get into that second round, though, some of these, gamble players, they're kind of off the board, right? But in order for this to happen, you got to find a dancing partner. I just can't stop thinking about that 33, 44, and 50. That just feels so good. It just feels so good. You know what I mean? Falk is falling like a rock, second round guy now. Really, Jack? Why, dude? You want Bernard in the 5th? Might be a retard project, but he has that retard strength. That's funny. Jordan Love. Okay, yeah, Jordan Love's pretty badass. I don't ever look at running backs, though, man. A poor man's Adrian Peterson, personally. Maybe. Is Jordan Love a blue chipper, or is he just a really good running back in a class of not so great running backs? You know what I mean? I guess, and I didn't really watch much film on them per se, but who went last year or a couple years back? Ashton Genty. Who would be a better prospect in this year's class, Genty or Love? You know what I'm saying? Is Vega nice? I would take Cassius Howell in the 2nd, and he doesn't even have arms. Yeah, dude, I've been seeing Howell. He's out of A&M, right? Texas A&M. He's an Aggie. I've been seeing him kind of lingering in that second round point. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's go ahead and get ourselves into the mock draft since we're talking about it, guys. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do it up. You guys know the drill. 7, Expert, Lions, NFL Mock Draft Simulator, or database, because I can't remember the link that Mr. Detroit City sent me, but if he remembers and sends it to me next Thursday night, we will try it out. How's that? Remember, guys, next Thursday night, before the draft gets underway, we will be live with a pre-draft show. We'll be taking your chats. We'll be doing mock drafts, be trying to chase down storylines a little bit. Going to be having a couple brews. It's going to be chill, man. We're going to be hanging out, dude. We're going to be hanging out before the draft. I want you all to make sure that you got it marked down, dude. Get that notification bell turned on so you're notified when we go live, dude. You're not going to want to miss it, man. It's going to be a fun time, dude. It's going to be a fun time. So let's get into this draft room here. We're the Lions. You know the drill. Here we go. Let's start this popscockle. Let's go. Has the skinniest legs of any supposed running back I've ever seen. He also has only had good games against scrub teams. Oh, there you go. There you go. Love is way better than Genty. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Oh, and see, that's what I was like trying to figure out. You know, like where do those guys kind of stack up? You know. Honestly, I don't think Genty's that good. I think Ashton Genty benefited from the Jahmyr Gibbs phenomena. I don't want to. Phenomena makes it feel like it's a splash in the flash in the pan. But I think Ashton Genty got over evaluated, and his draft process or his draft stock was overinflated because of the success that Jahmyr Gibbs was having with the Detroit Lions. You know, Aaron Darnold did have short arms, didn't he? Yeah, he got that knock a few times, didn't he? Huh? Why does Philly always want to trade with us, guys? All right, so we got 2 offers. I don't feel like building an offer, okay? Let's just take an offer that's available, or we'll take the pick. How's that? So let's see who's out here. Let's go ahead and skim the first round selection so far. Mendoza. Oh, Styles went second overall. Look at that. Myoga, Love keeps going 4 a lot. I think people are. I don't think Tennessee's going to take Love, man. I think that's all hype, dude. I think Pollard's going to be their lead back, and they got Tajay Spears, right? Reese then 5, Tate. There you go. That 6th spot. No tackle at 6 means the tackle slide. Bailey slides to 7. Lemon, McCoy, Thieneman, Delane, Mesdor, Tyson, Vega, Bain, and then Conception. And here the Lions are at 17. We have a couple offers on the board. Okay. But we got a lot of players on the board, too. A lot of players on the board. Lots of players on the board. What do you guys think? What do you think? Also, just real quick, Jack, what's the, just out of curiosity, I'm not like, explain yourself. I'm just like out of curiosity, why is Falk falling, dude? What's the deal with that? Genty would look a lot better if he wasn't a Raider. Ain't that the truth, bro? 100%. That is 100% accurate. He would look better, infinitely better on 31 other teams, even in a reserve role. There's another draft who excites me. All wouldn't be mad if Brad traded out of the first round altogether. Yep, Rick, and I think that's kind of where we're all out. Downs is on the board. Nonsense. Yeah, Brent, when I seen Downs on the board, I was like, well, this is a fucking bullshit draft. You think? You think he'd go Downs? I have a lot of knockouts with their short arms. There you go, American. A lot of power on that short. See, you can deliver the same amount of power over a shorter amount of distance. You see what I'm saying, dude? A little bit more impact. What do they call it? Stopping power? Velocity? So you think he'd go Downs? If down, and I almost feel like this is a wasted mock draft, dude. If Downs is for real here at 17. This is a weird draft. I kind of want to trade, but I don't like the offers that I've been given. So these are our offers. Jacksonville offering a second, so 56, 81, 124, and then 2/3 next year for whatever that's, which that's actually really enticing right there. And then Philly's offering the 23 this year and a 3rd rounder next year. What do you guys think? Should we sit and pick? First step, sit and pick or trade? You think? And Brent, I was kind of like, outside of the fact that Caleb Downs is a hyper-talented safety, the fact that there is that like question mark at Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch, but we did bring in bodies. We did bring in some bodies. No shit. Experts say Falk is a DT or a 3-4 D end only. Though, bro, does that not lend itself to exactly the big defensive end that we want? I mean, we always look at the big defensive ends that we play opposite Aiden Hutchinson. it's always that tweener, that big defensive end that can kick down and play the defensive tackle. So I actually think that lends itself to being the perfect fit for the Detroit Lions. Do you think we draft Downs then and roll? Feels weird taking a safety. Feels weird taking a safety in the first round. But it very well could be he's just too talented of a player for the Lions to let slide. You know, Joseph's knee is a question mark. Brian Branch technically was trending downward, but that was without Kirby Joseph, and who knows if he's going to be able to come back. Shit. Yeah, Brent, I know, dude. He says Caleb Banks might be Brad's new big D end. I was thinking that too, man. I was really just thinking on it last night, dude. And Caleb Banks, I can't see Detroit letting him get past 50. If he's still there at 50, Banks is off the board. What's up, Patrick Linnabury? Long time no see, man. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Oh, he says draft him. Plan on Joseph never playing again. Damn, bro. I would restart the draft. Downs will go top 10. Draft best player available. That's kind of what. Look, I'm actually kind of with Brent, dude. Like, this does not make any fucking sense, bro. This draft doesn't make a lick of fucking sense that Downs is still there at 17. But to that point, dude, why was Brian Branch still there in the second round? You know? Like, where would he have gone? I think the Browns taking Tate at 4 really fucks this whole draft up. Actually, Styles going at 2 really makes it fucking wonky. But then Styles at 2 makes it wonky, and then Tate at 6 makes it super wonky. I mean, how many times have we seen David Bailey fall into Washington? Never. We've seen this a bunch. We've seen that a bunch. This is where it gets weird. Thieneman at 10, that gets kind of weird. That throws a kink in everything. Yeah, because then you see Miami Delane a few times. Mesdor starts to, this is where the fallout kind of starts to happen. This is pretty normal right in this range. These guys are pretty normal. Conception always going at 16. It does kind of make sense. It does. That fall kind of makes sense when you look at Styles at 2 and then Tate at 6. Bailey not going in the top 5 really makes everything kind of goofy, right? At least based on everything we've mocked so far. Yeah, Bailey, Mauga. Yeah, Tate at 6. Because Mauga's the only offensive lineman. Oh, no. Vega's gone. Vega's off the board. So Vega and Mauga are the only offensive linemen taken in the top 15, top 16. Yeah, what happened? What am I overanalyzing this? Or is this pick right here is Tate at 6? Are the Browns the Browns at 6 the linchpin to how the draft is gonna shake out, dude? Is that what's going on here? Fano falls to 10, trade up. I can't see Chris Jones and Caleb Banks tape fucking foot injury though. I know, man, that foot injury could push him down to the second round to us. And if I can get a Chris Jones caliber player in the second round who doesn't need to come in and play immediately but can play in a rotationary role, does that not lend itself to what we want? Casey's taking Sadiq. I could see that too, Patrick. That actually makes a lot of sense, does it not? Does that not make the most amount of sense? Draft both hurt foot guys, call it a day. Jack says yes. You can see it. So Jack,